Hello, and thank you for watching this February 22nd weather update, brought to you by Agrible, the makers of Morning Farm Report. My name is Eric Snodgrass, and I am a senior atmospheric scientist and co-founder of Agrible. Last week's weather made many of us forget it was February. This satellite animation shows the relatively clear skies last Thursday across the Central Plains. As I rock this animation back and forth, you can see large plumes of smoke from fires in Oklahoma. The National Weather Service warned of high winds and fire danger 2 days before this by posting red flag warnings. Fueled by dry winds that were gusting to 30 to 40 miles an hour, fires broke out and the plumes of smoke were not only visible from space, but also on radar. This radar animation shows the smoke plume from the fire in northwestern Oklahoma. The same winds that fueled these fires spread across most of the Corn Belt. Winds in Chicago topped 60 miles an hour on Friday during one of the fastest gusts. The big story for the weekend was the spring-like warmth. Here you can see the temperature anomalies, or differences from normal, on Saturday. A large ridge in the jet stream formed as warm air pushed north and gave most of the country a taste of late April to early May-like temperatures. At the Agrible headquarters here in Champaign, Illinois, clear skies and light winds forced the temperature past the record of 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which was set in 1930, to a new all-time record high of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Our climatological high is 31 degrees colder than this. Unfortunately, this warmth is not here to stay. This winter will be remembered as mild, but also remembered for its rapid ability to change. Things get very interesting midweek. This map shows the position of the jet stream on Wednesday afternoon. Meteorologists watch for patterns like this because the behavior of these winds aloft support the development of strong low-pressure systems. The jet stream dives south from Canada and rounds out into the base of a broad trough through the southern states. It then surges north into a ridge over the east. This configuration, plus the incredibly fast winds embedded in the base of this trough, are ideal for the rapid development of a winter storm. Strong upper-level support in the form of diverging air resides downstream of the main trough axis, halfway to the peak of the next ridge. The left exit region of this jet streak, which is found here, is also supported of upward motion and low-pressure development. This map shows the consequence of having the upper-level support we just analyzed. A deep low-pressure system will form in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas region and track northeast toward Indiana. We are expecting a lot of precipitation from this system as it draws an abundant amount of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Over this past weekend, the forecast models consistently produced cold enough air near the surface to keep some of this as snow. At this time, heavy, wet snow was forecast to fall from Chicago through central Illinois and south towards St. Louis. Here's an animation of the model forecast snowfall amounts. Please listen carefully. There's a lot of uncertainty in this forecast. Right now, the models are forecasting a region from northwestern Arkansas through Missouri into Illinois, parts of Indiana, and Michigan of very heavy, wet snow. If this system's track shifts slightly or the temperatures warm just a couple of degrees, much of this could fall as rain. However, at the time of this recording, late on Sunday night, there is agreement among 3 different models, including the ECMWF, which is a high-performing model in Europe, that the snow swath will cover the regions you see here. For many in this area, this will be the first significant snowfall for the year, if it materializes as current model forecasts from Sunday night are suggesting. For us at Agrible, if we get as much snow as the models are forecasting, it could double our winter total so far. But again, there is a lot of uncertainty in this forecast, and it could shift over the first 2 days of this week. Be watching this closely. Regions that don't get the snow are in for quite a bit of rain. This map is from NOAA and shows the next 7 days of accumulated precipitation. Large parts of the Great Plains miss out on this, but the south and southeast and the eastern third of the country will be very wet this week. Looking into next week, warmth remains out west, while the East Coast turns to more seasonable and potentially cooler than average temperatures. The 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook is on the right, but given the high variability in the forecast for this time period, we'll have to watch this closely to see if this pattern does dry out in the north while staying wet in the south. So let's finish by checking in on Brazil. The big story over the past few days has been the excessive heat in southern Brazil and northern Argentina. As harvest picks up across the country, drier than average conditions are expected in the north and far south, while wet conditions are forecast for Mato Grosso do Sul and Paraná. Even though there has been some spotty regions of lower yields, overall, Brazil's total production for this year will be very high. Well, as always, we at Agrible bring you the latest and best weather forecast information through our morning farm report so that you can efficiently plan your operations. We thank you for your attention and hope you look forward to our next weather video update. Thank you.